Welcome into Belters Baseball on the road in O'Fallon, Missouri to take on the Hoots. I'm Alex Ferens alongside Oliver Aurora. A scorching hot 93-degree day here at Car Shield Field. It's a place the Belters are more than happy to come back to after taking 2 games here in early June. Gave those 2 right back when the Hoots came to the Corn Crib at the end of June. But they enter in tonight. Performance Aviators.
Unbelievable performance by the pitching staff for the Cornbelters. Sam Finn, the reliever, kicked things off with an absolute masterclass. Is probably the best way to put it. When 13 batters, 8 strikeouts, and then the 2 relievers, and Jonah Roper and Josh Jones did the job they needed to do. Got some help from the offense too, Alex. Cornbelters able to get it done in 7 innings thanks to an 11-0 mercy rule.
And Sam Finn dealing as he was. It's too bad the pitch count ran high, which saw him taken out of the ball game after 4 1/3. It seemed as if he might be able to go the whole way by himself. Belters got it done with the bats as well. Mercy rule in just 7 innings. Back-to-back mercy rules for the Belters after taking down Terre Haute Rex on Thursday.
Yeah, the Cornbelters, talk about hitting is contagious. That's true for a lot of the guys in this lineup who play ball, Alex, and I'm excited to see how he fares today here in O'Fallon.
Belters saw a historic performance last night at the Corn Crib. The Hoots saw his history as well right here at Car Shield Park in a 12-7 loss to Terre Haute. Wally Diaz for the Rex, 3 home runs.
Got things going in the first. Wally Diaz with the 2-run shot, and that really set the tone for the Rex. Got up 5-0 before the Hoots finally responded, and then Wally Diaz just continued to hit home runs and got it done for Terre Haute. 12-7 the final. A big performance that really helped them. The Hoots could try to bounce back here.
Belters were able to keep Wally Diaz quiet on Thursday. It's hard to keep the 2025 Prospect League MVP quiet for 2 days in a row. Tonight on the hill for the Belters, it'll be Tucker King, a guy who hasn't had the summer to start that he would have necessarily wished for. 1-3, this will be his 7th start, an ERA of 7.89.
The Cincinnati player has struggled, but against Burlington on the 10th of July, had a better start when 5 innings, gave up 7 hits, 4 runs, and had 4 strikeouts. A guy who likes to pitch to contact, King. Not going to see many walks. Going to make these Hoots hitters try and earn it.
On the other side, Gavin Kinworthy gets the ball for the Hoots. 8 appearances. This just his 3rd start across 19 2/3 innings. His last start, take it with a grain of salt, came against the bottom-feeded Alton River Dragons. 7 innings pitch of 1-run ball.
Regardless, though, Kinworthy was absolutely lights out against O'Fallon. That was on the 11th, so had a full week to recover. Got to feel good, Kinworthy, riding into this contest after his best pitching performance of the summer.
Check on the standings. The Northwest Division sees the Belters making a push for the second half crown. Lumber Kings sitting in first place, 11-3. Burlington Bees, after a 4th place finish in the first half, sit in second place at 12-7. Belters at 9-7 after a 15-11 first half, saw them finish in 3rd place. Quincy Doggy Paddlers, having already clinched, are coasting 6-11 in the second half. They won't mind too much, although we'll have to see if they can ramp it back up for the playoffs. And Illinois Valley Pistol Shrimp sit in the same spot they did in the first half, 4-13 and in last place.
The Cornbelters, they have their work cut out for them. 2 teams in the Lumber Kings and the Bees that are really finding their form. Cornbelters 3rd in the Northwest Division, and the Lumber Kings and the Bees, they're going to continue to keep going. Not much time left in the Prospect League. Cornbelters have a big task here to get another win and try and keep the momentum rolling.
Hoots in the South Division of the Western Conference sit in second place behind the already clinched Cape Catfish. The Catfish won the first half. Oliver, we see the Doggy Paddlers in the Belters division kind of coasting in the second half. We saw the Aviators, who came to normal yesterday, coasting after a first half division crown. Catfish, anything but. 17-0 in the second half.
They're on a historic run right now. That's 18 wins in a row, the most of any team in the Prospect League ever. But good for O'Fallon. Since the Catfish won the first half crown, they just need to go runner-up. Realistically, you're going to have a tough time catching this Cape team. So O'Fallon 9-6 in second place. A win would be huge for them as they try and get that second half crown.
Second place would be good enough for a spot in the playoffs. Jackson Rockabilly's on the Hoots' tail, 9-8, and in third place, the Thrillville Thrillbillies struggling in the second half, 4-10. A couple of losses handed them at the hands of the Cornbelters, and the Alton River Dragons have equaled their first half win total, Oliver. The only issue, they only won 2 in the first half.
Yeah, Alton at the bottom. It's tough in the Prospect League, being knocked down. They've really struggled this season, but you mentioned picked up 2 wins in the second half. Just try and close out and finish the season.
Let's take you into the starting lineups tonight. We'll start with the home Hoots. Sam Pauley leads off. He'll play shortstop. Tyler Macon, the left fielder, hits second. Nick Stoyer, second baseman in the 3-hole. John Connors, batting cleanup, playing first base. The on-base percentage leader in the Prospect League, and then a favorite for league MVP early on. The right fielder, Nick Bonkowski, hits fifth. William Zara, the catcher, hits sixth. Carson Ramos, the designated hitter, in the 7-hole. Griffin Brown hits eighth, playing center field. And Nickel Ghana, the third baseman, rounds out the lineup.
On the other side for the Cornbelters, a relatively unchanged lineup from that big win yesterday. Gavin Michaels stays in the leadoff spot. He's been hot. He'll lead things off and play over at second base, followed by Tyler Thompson, the all-star, out in left field. Ben Vogley is the shortstop, hitting third today. Jackson Stanek, the all-star first baseman, cleans up. Nolan McCrossan was catching yesterday, now over at third base. He'll hit fifth. Addison Worthman, the red-hot DH, is hitting sixth. Max Heineman got the day off yesterday. He is now back in the lineup, catching and hitting sixth. Seventh, Eli Kieser's out in right field, hitting eighth. Filippo Barada rounds out the lineup in center field.
Those are your starting lineups. Normal Cornbelters take on the O'Fallon Hoots at CarShield Park in O'Fallon, Missouri. We'll take you down to the field for the national anthem and be back with you shortly after.
Let's go, Ramos!
Last night, the Cornbelters won 11-0, a combined perfect game. Back today on the road in O'Fallon, Missouri to take on the Hoots, looking to keep things going. Belters bats will be to the plate first. Billy Du Bois serving the third game of a 4-game suspension. This the first of a doubleheader tonight against the Hoots. 7-inning games. Belters need to get off to a hot start in a shortened game.
Both these games very important for the Cornbelters. They got it done in 7 yesterday, but that's because the bats were so hot and they started well. 6 runs in the first 3 innings. Need more of the same here today.
Gavin Michaels, the leadoff hitter for the Belters, strides into the right-hand batter's box. Gavin Curtinworthy, starting pitcher tonight, looks his fielders into their positions, now retakes the mound. Right-hander making his 3rd start of the summer. Belters back at Carshield Park for the 3rd time this summer. First pitch of the evening. Fouled into the seats on the right side. Michaels, part of this Belters team that needed to replace a third baseman in Charlie Veracruz, a leadoff hitter that was on base in all 19 of his games. Michaels sliding into that leadoff spot, doing a mighty fine job. 0-1. Fastball misses on the outside half.
Michaels 8 hits in his last 3 games. Been exactly what the Cornbelters need. Does a good job. Not trying to do too much. Just gets hits and gets on base.
Kinworthy comes set. 1-1 pitch. Yanks a fastball on the outside half. Michaels a 4-game hit streak, all 4 of which came at home. His average drops almost 200 points when he goes on the road. Michaels a young player, the number 19 player in the class of 2026 in Illinois. 2-1 pitch. Fastball clips the outside half for a strike.
Kinworthy really liking that fastball early on. All 4 pitches that Michaels have seen have been fastballs. 2-2 count. Wonder if he tries to switch it up.
Wind blowing right to left, pointed into left field here at Carshield. 2-2 pitch. Ground ball to the right side. Story, the second baseman, fields it cleanly over to first in time.
Fastball again, 90 miles an hour that Michaels is just behind and doesn't put the best piece of contact on it as a result. It's a weak dribbler right to Stoyer, who makes an easy out number 1.
1 away, no one on, no score here in the top of the first. Tyler Thompson, the left fielder tonight, digs into the right-hand batter's box. Kinworthy takes his signs from Zara. First offer. Fastball poured into the outside half for a strike. Thompson last night 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs. Back in the hit column. 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball fouled on the ground on the left side.
First time we've seen a breaking ball from Kinworthy in this inning. A good one at that, 80 miles an hour with a lot of horizontal movement.
Hoots, yellow jerseys, black hats with yellow brims. Belters in their green road uniforms. 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball misses outside. Kinworthy focusing on that outside half of the plate.
After a successful breaking ball in, tries to go back to it, maybe posing as one of those fastballs he was throwing away to Michaels.
1-2 pitch. Trying to work the inside half, misses high with a heater. Tyler Thompson has struck out just 7 times despite leading the Prospect League in at-bats with 160. Thompson steps back in. Kinworthy comes set. Kicks and deals. Breaking ball buried downstairs. Count runs full.
An experienced hitter like Thompson just knows better. Works great at bats. Doesn't walk a lot, but still able to work counts deep and put balls in play.
Kinworthy from the first base side of the rubber. The payoff pitch. Thompson ground ball on the left side. Pauly fields it with his backhand over to first in time.
Another good fastball on a full count there by Kinworthy. Forces weak contact. The fastball's got a little bit of horizontal movement on it. Makes it a little bit trickier for these normal hitters to barrel it. So 2 quick outs via the ground.
No one on base, 2 away for the left-hander Ben Vogley. He'll face another obstacle in this park. Kinworthy's first pitch. Misses downstairs with a fastball. A 40-foot fence out in right field. Extends about 35 feet into the outfield. A obstacle for left-handed hitters. 1-0. Fastball clips the outside half of the zone.
It's a long way in right field, but to right center, it's only around 325, shorter than your average park. So Vogley, if he doesn't pull it too bad, could be in business.
Kinworthy comes set, now to the plate. Ground ball on the right side. Stoyer works around it over to first in time. 1, 2, 3, go the Belters. A quiet first inning. Gavin Kinworthy keeps the bats at bay. Hoots bats due up next for the bottom of the first. No score. You're listening to the normal Cornbelters on the Cornbelters YouTube. Back in normal for the bottom of the first. Belters kept scoreless in the top half of the inning. Tucker King out to the hill, making his 7th start of the summer. He'll try to deal the same fate to the Hoots hitters.
Kinworthy, a productive top of the first inning. Had him working deep in that count, but besides that was able to force weak contact on the ground. Throw that fastball a lot, but no reason not to. Got the success and the outcomes he was hoping for. Tucker King tries to emulate it.
Defense behind Tucker King tonight. Tyler Thompson, the left fielder. Filippo Barada in center. Eli Keyser in right field. Infield from left to right. McCrossin, Vogley, Michaels, and Stanek. Max Heineman squats behind the plate. Bottom of the first action, no score. Leadoff hitter for the Hoots, Sam Pauley, walks around into the right-hand batter's box. Tucker King, a big deep breath. The tall right-hander takes the hill. Belters middle infield playing deep in the hole. A few steps into the outfield turf. Heineman relays the signs. King set at the belt. First pitch of the evening. Ground ball to the right side. Michaels eats him up a little bit, stays with it to make the play.
Another weak ground out. Tucker King works that sinker. And Michaels, usually a good fielder over there at second base. That's the luxury of being over there. Not the longest throw, so despite it eating him up, maybe slipping away, Michaels able to keep it in front of him and makes the easy toss.
Left fielder Tyler right-hand box with one away, no one on. No score here in the bottom of the first. Warm day for baseball, 93 degrees. First pitch. Clips the bottom half of the zone for a strike. Tyler Macon nursing a 7-game hit streak. Continued last night against the Rex. 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs. King comes set. 0-1. Big swing and a miss at a breaking ball. Count goes 0-2. Tucker King working from the first base side of the rubber. Comes set. 0-2 pitch. Misses high and tight with a heater.
Challenge fastball on an 0-2 count that just runs inside. No harm for King, though. Still ahead in the count.
1-2. Here it comes. Breaking ball just misses below the zone. Tucker King hasn't struggled with command so far this summer. That hasn't been the issue. Just 4 walks to 19 strikeouts. It's been the hits given up. 2-2. Fouled straight back off Heineman. Open plate umpire Eric Eggert gives him a new ball.
After 2 chase pitches, King tries to work back into that zone with the sinker, 88 miles an hour, but Macon able to foul it off, so the count stays at 2-2.
King comes set. 2-2. Ground ball foul on the left-hand side. Macon hits a lot better here at Carshield Park than he does on the road. His average jumps up 180 points up to 450 when he's playing here in O'Fallon. King shakes, now comes set. 2-2. Big swing and a miss at a breaking ball. Heineman fans on the tag. He'll throw it to first to Stanek in time. A drop third strikeout for Tyler Macon.
It's a great pitch by King. Was going to that slider a lot away. Getting no bite, though. Macon staying disciplined as he worked back into that count. But on the 2-2 protect mode, Macon fans at it. King working well early.
2 away, no one on. Belters not out of danger yet. 3-hitter Nick Stoyer digs into the right-hand side. This 3-4-5 of the Hoots lineup, one of the most dangerous hearts of the order in the entire Prospect League. First offer. Fired is it in the bottom half of the zone for a strike. Stoyer hitting .290 on the summer. The 0-1 pitch. Ground ball to the left side. McCrossin fields it. Throw over to first. One hops into Stanek, not in time. Nick Stoyer hustles out an infield single.
Ball was just chopping over towards McCrossin and decided to play it a little bit deeper in the hole to get a safer hop, but the throw did not have enough strength. That one hopped pretty weakly over to Stanek, and that allows Stoyer to get on first easily.
The lone lefty in the Hoots lineup digs into the box. 2 away, runner on first is Stoyer. Infield single prompts the first base runner of the night. John Connors twirls his bat around, now brings it to rest on his back shoulder. First pitch. Misses the zone on the outside half with a fastball. Connors just outside the top 5 in the Prospect League in average, leads it in on-base percentage. 1-0 pitch. Called strike. Stoyer started to go. Now he will. The ball kicked away from Heineman, trying to come up throwing. A delayed steal for Nick Stoyer.
Something about these Cornbelters catchers is they're not afraid to try and pick you off. Stoyer over at first base was dancing, and so Heineman went for the back pick but lost the ball in the transition.
His 12th stolen base of the summer. After 2 against the Rex last night, adds another here this evening. Peek over at Stoyer, the 1-1 home. Runs inside, nearly clips Connors. Connors facing an uphill battle as a left-hander with Carshield Park as his home ballpark. Still managed to put 3 long balls out this summer, even with the 40-foot wall out in right field. King a peek to second base, bounces and fires. Line drive through on the left side. Thompson comes up with it, hits his cutoff man McCrossin. It'll go over McCrossin. Heineman able to block it behind the plate. Runner stays at third. Stoyer. It's runners on the corners with 2 away for the Hoots.
That's the risky run with not being able to get out of the first inning and allowing this 4-5 punch for the Hoots to come up. Connors so good at getting on base and doesn't try to do too much with the fastball there, just pokes it the other way. Thompson playing relatively shallow though, able to come up firing, and that holds Stoyer at bay.
Connors extends his on-base streak to 30 games, and Nick Bonkowski, the early Prospect League MVP favorite, digs into the right-hand side. First and third with 2 away. King comes home. Called strike on the inside half. Bonkowski 0 for 5 last night against the Rex. Ended a 6-game hit streak for the right fielder. He leads the league in RBIs with 54. 2 runners on base. 2 away. The 0-1 pitch. Misses downstairs with a fastball. With a base open, Oliver, there's no reason really to give Bonkowski anything to hit.
Still think you got to challenge Bonkowski, though. As dangerous of a hitter he is, 2 outs, anything can get you out of the inning for Tucker King.
King comes set at the belt. 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball runs outside. Bonkowski swinging a solid black cedar bat. Belters middle infield playing straight up with 2 away. Stanek holds on Connors over at first. Stoyer a healthy lead over at third base. 2-1 pitch. Fastball misses on the outer half.
Good sinker there. No bite to come back from King, who now is in a dangerous position. And this is maybe a count where you try and stray away from giving Bonkowski anything super dangerous.
Bonkowski digs back in. 3-1 the count, 2 away, runners on first and third. Still no score here in the bottom of the first. King comes home. Hit well into deep center field. Barada goes back. It'll one hop off the wall. Barada gets it in, 1 run in to score. Here comes Connors. Connors gets the wave, no throw. A 2 RBI double from the Prospect League RBI leader, Nick Bonkowski.
Talked about how King is not afraid of making you earn it. Only 4 walks in the summer, and in a 3-1 count, gives Bonkowski a fastball middle. And you'd be lucky to blow that one by. Such a dangerous hitter. Ropes it into center field. 101 off the bat.
Bonkowski extends his lead at the top of the RBI charts. William Zera digs into the right side. Runner on second, 2 away. King's first pitch. Clips the inside half for a strike. Zera, a 5-game hit streak entering tonight. Got the day off against the Rex last night. Did the heavy lifting on Thursday against the Doggy Paddlers. 5 RBIs. 0-1 pitch. Lined into left field. Thompson coming in on it. He'll make the sliding catch for out number 3. But not before Nick Bonkowski drives in 2 runs for the Hoots. They lead 2-0 after 1. Belters bats due up next. You're listening to the Normal Cornbelters on the Cornbelters YouTube. Back in O'Fallon for the top of the second. Hoots lead 2-0 after 1. Gavin Kinworthy back on the hill after a 1-2-3 inning to start off the game.
When Stoyer extends the inning and brings up a 4-5 punch, that's probably the best in the Prospect League, and runners on base, they're tough to stop, and they show just that. Bonkowski delivers after Connors' single, so the Cornbelters are trailing early.
Belters bats have a chance to answer. 4-5-6 due up. Left-hander Jackson Stanek digs in. Gavin Kinworthy working from the first base side of the rubber. Right-hander's first offer of the second inning. Fastball misses off the plate. Stanek last night 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs. Sitting just outside the top 5 in the Prospect League this summer with 49 hits. 1-0. Ground ball to the right side. Stoyer, the second baseman, fields it cleanly over to first. Got him.
Stoyer staying busy over there at second base, and the fastball that Kinworthy's throwing is really effective at the ground out. All 4 outs have been the ground out, and they've been on that fastball sitting in the high 80s. The movement on it proving to be very successful early on.
1 away, no one on base. Hoots lead 2-0 here in the top of the second. First pitch to the captain, Nolan McCrossin. Breaking ball misses head high. McCrossin, the only Belter not to join the hit parade last night against the Aviators. 0 for 4. Kinworthy comes set. 1-0 pitch. Fastball hit well into right field. Tails foul into the seats.
Uncharacteristic from McCrossin not to get a hit when the Cornbelters bats are staying alive like that, and you could see the frustration on his face that he wasn't able to contribute. I'm sure that's in the back of his mind here today.
A one hit tonight would surpass his total from a summer ago, has 46, equaling his 2025 mark. 1-1 pitch. Fastball misses downstairs. Crossan swinging a yellow-barreled bat with a green handle. Lays it to rest on his back right shoulder. Kinworthy, the 2-1. Foul into the seats on the right side. Crossan hitting just a tick over 300 so far on the summer in his second season with the Belters. Kinworthy uses the rosin bag on the backside of the mound, now retakes the rubber. 2 shakes the catcher's era, now comes home. Fastball misses below the zone. McCrossan started to go around, able to hold back.
Two-seamer at 90 miles an hour. A lot of oomph on that for Kinworthy, trying to freeze McCrossan, but a great take.
1 away, base is empty. Count is full to Nolan McCrossan. The payoff. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Crossan's woes continue. 5 straight outs for Gavin Kinworthy.
Kinworthy goes back to that fastball, liked the location on the 2-2, and thought, why not just try it again? Gets the swing and the miss out of McCrossan. Looks good early on, Kinworthy.
In steps one of the hottest hitters in the entire Prospect League, the designated hitter tonight, Addison Worthman. 4 games in a row with 3 hits. Kinworthy's first offer. Breaking ball runs away from him. Base is empty, 2 away. Hoots lead 2-0 here in the top half of the second inning. Wind blowing right to left. The slight drift out of the ballpark. 1-0. Breaking ball, check swing, back into play. Kinworthy fields it himself. He'll flip it over to the first baseman. Connors in time. Addison Worthman checked his swing, but got enough of the ball to send it back into the field of play. 6 up, 6 down for the Belters. We'll head to the bottom of the second inning. Hoots looking to add on to their 2-0 advantage. You're listening to the Normal Cornbelters on the Cornbelters Radio Network. Back in O'Fallon, Hoots lead the Belters 2-0 as we head to the bottom of the second inning. Belters yet to reach base. Tucker King back on the hill for a second inning of work. 3 hits, 2 runs, a 2 RBI double from Nick Bonkowski, 1 hop to the wall. He'll meet 7, 8, 9 of the Hoots lineup, first of which designated hitter Carson Ramos digs into the right-hand side. Belters defense playing straight up. First pitch of the second inning. Flied foul into the seats.
And Gavin Kinworthy, through 6 batters, has looked brilliant for O'Fallon. So any run support that the Hoots can tack on here to extend the lead, give them an even bigger cushion, would be huge in this game 1.
King working from the first base side of the rubber. Gets his signs from Heineman, comes set at the belt. 0-1 pitch. Runs in and clips Carson Ramos. Fastball that ran high and tight, a free pass, and a leadoff base runner for the O'Fallon Hoots.
King Just misses his spot there high and in, leaves an arm side and thumped Ramos pretty badly, but trots over to first base. Looks to be all right.
So with no one away in the bottom of the second, there'll be a runner on first for the Hoots. Griffin Brown, the center fielder, digs into the right-hand side. Belters middle infield, Vogley the shortstop, and Michaels the second baseman creeps slightly closer to the second base bag. King comes set to the plate. Breaking ball nearly clipped Brown on the inside half. Brown 9 hit by pitches this summer. Ramos takes his lead at first base, just 1 stolen base on the campaign. King the 1-0. Again on the inside half, high and tight with a fastball, misses 2-0 the count.
Despite the hit by a pitch, King not afraid to establish the inside half of the zone. A lot of times pitchers try and work away, a little bit nervous of hitting the other batter, not Tucker King.
Peek at Ramos at first, the 2-0. Ground ball up the middle, this could be 2. Vogley flips it over to Michaels, the turn in time. Double play for the Belters, cancels out a leadoff hit by pitch.
The sinker working in full effect there for Tucker King, low in the zone. Brown just dribbles it over to short, and Vogley, who's been a lot better at shortstop than he has at third, with a quick turn and Michaels an athletic toss over to first.
Nick Olgana, the 9-hitter tonight for the Hoots, digs into the right-hand side. King comes set, first offer. Called strike on the outside half. Olgana had the last 2 days off after going 0 for 3 against the Jackson Rockabillys on Wednesday. Late joiner to this Hoots squad, has just 2 hits under his belt this summer. 0-1. Fastball misses downstairs. This just his 6th start of the summer for the Hoots. Olgana swinging a bright teal bat. King comes set. 1-1 home. Breaking ball drops into the zone for a called strike. Hoots 2 runs on 3 hits. Belters nothing and nothing. No one on, 2 away here in the bottom of the second inning. King set at the belt, 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. A leadoff hit by pitch, canceled out by a 6-4-3 double play. Tucker King strikes out Nick Olgana to end the bottom of the second. Belters bats due up next, trailing 2-0. We'll be back for the top of the third. You're listening to the normal Cornbelters on Cornbelters YouTube. Back in O'Fallon, Hoots lead the Belters 2-0 as we head to the top of the third. 6 up, 6 down for the Cornbelters. It'll be 7-8-9 trying their luck in the third. Gavin Kinworthy, the right-hander, absolutely dealing through the first 2 innings.
He's done it all, Kinworthy, on that 2-seam fastball that's getting a lot of ground outs. Cornbelters maybe try with a different approach here at the plate and elevate.
Max Heineman digs into the right-hand box. Kinworthy's first pitch of the third. Grounded back up the middle over the head of Kinworthy. Shortstop comes in, makes the play. Pauly, well done. Coming up the middle. Fires it across the diamond. A perfect strike to get Heineman.
That's no easy play by any means for Sam Pauly. A chopper that's over the head of Kinworthy, can't make a play on it, but Pauly charges in and throws on the run. The errors leader on this Hoot side, but doesn't show it there. A nice play.
Into the right-hand box, Eli Keyser, first offer. Breaking ball misses on the inside half. Keyser missed 15 games at the end of June with a groin injury. He's finding himself again, multiple hits in 2 of the last 3. 1-0 pitch, ground ball through on the right-hand side. All the way to the right fielder, Bonkowski. Keyser will take a short turn at first. Get back to the bag. The first base runner to reach for the Belters lineup.
Cornbelters had a perfect game yesterday, tried not to be on the wrong side of it here in game 1, and Keyser puts an end to it. Another two-seamer that is hit on the ground, but Keyser finds a hole, takes it the other way. A hard hit single.
1 away, Keyser leads off first. Filippo Barada in on the right side. Squares the bunt. First pitch misses outside, pulls the bunt attempt back. Keyser over at first base, just 4 stolen bags. Filippo Barada, a speed demon himself, can beat out a well-placed bunt. Peek at Keyser at first. Now comes home. Runs in and clips Barada. Catches him in the shoulder. It'll be first and second with 1 away for the Belters.
Barada unfazed there, got him right in the middle of the back, just turned the shoulder. No way he could have gotten out of it, but I'm sure he's not complaining on base, and the Cornbelters have something going here with 1 down.
Cornbelters lineup turns over for the first time. Gavin Michaels grounded out in the first inning. Gets another chance here in the top of the 3rd. Hoots lead 2-0. Belters threatening here in the 3rd, first and second with just 1 away. Michaels readies himself. Kinworthy set at the belt. Sawyer holding him on, comes home. Called strike, a breaking ball at the knees.
Good pitch there by Kinworthy. After the inside one that got Barada, works away from Michaels with a nice slider.
Kinworthy set, a peek back at Keyser. Now flip and a turn to the second baseman, Sawyer, who wasn't committed to covering the bag. Got about halfway there from his typical position at second base. Nowhere near the second base bag. Keyser slides back in safely.
Just a miscommunication, but Kinworthy recognized their mistake, and instead of throwing to the bag, just throws it right at Sawyer.
Kinworthy another peek at Keyser, 0-1 home. Michaels started to go around, holds back on a ball that missed on the inside half. Kinworthy asking our home plate umpire, Eric Eggert, where did that one miss? That's the sign inside. First and second, 1 away. Gavin Michaels awaits the 1-1 count. Kinworthy set at the belt. Here it comes. Breaking ball hit well out to center field. Brown ranging to his left, camps under it, he'll make the play. Keyser tags from second to third. Throw is cut off.
Michaels puts a good swing on it, gets another slider, and he saw well the first time, but pushes it. It was an inside slider that he takes the other way, and as a result, doesn't get as much power as he would have liked. Regardless, though, Keyser advances 90 feet, so a productive at-bat.
Filippo Barada held at first by the cutoff throw. It'll be first and third with 2 away. Tyler Thompson strides into the right-hand batter's box. Tied with the Hoots star Bonkowski in hits. First pitch, fouled straight back. Both Bonkowski and Thompson with 52 hits on the summer. Tyler Thompson with 1 hit will move himself clear into third place. Needs 2 to catch second place Cam Gravel of the Chillicothe Paints. 2 away, first and third. Kinworthy comes set. The 0-1 pitch. Barada takes off. Ball's lined into right center field. Brown going after it. Dives. Can't make the play. It'll hop over the wall. A ground rule double. Barada comes in to score. See if the umps place him back at third base. Jackson Blemler, the third base coach and Belters interim manager, comes over to talk to Eric Eggert about it. They'll head back to third base as that ball jumped over the wall. Tyler Thompson, 8 doubles on the season, Had one yesterday, has another one tonight.
O'Fallon catches a break there because Barada was on the run, so that's the argument. Could he get 2 bases? But smart play by Brown. Knows the wall is short, so it's going to hop over regardless. Might as well lay out and dive. If it doesn't get there, Thompson gets the Cornbelters on the board.
Ben Vogley into the left-hand box. First pitch. Misses downstairs. Runners on second and third with 2 away. Belters cut the Hoots lead in half on the RBI double from Tyler Thompson. Still trail 2-1. Kenworthy set at the belt. Peek over on Thompson at second. 1-0 home. Fly ball into foul territory on the left side. Lagana gives chase. He'll run out of room. Meets the brick wall separating the concourse from the field.
Cornbelters are trying to take that elevation approach. Vogley, a power hitter, likes to do that himself. On a fastball low, lifted it high and foul.
Vogley steps back in. 1-1 the count. 2 away, runners on second and third. Kenworthy set at the belt. Right-hander's deal. Called strike on the bottom half of the zone. Vogley with 22 RBIs already this summer. A single to the outfield could put the Belters in front. Shortstop Pauly keeping Tyler Thompson honest at second base. Lagana leaving Barada at third alone. 1-2 pitch. Misses downstairs with the heater.
Kenworthy gets the call on the fastball in a similar spot just a pitch ago. Tries to go back to it. Similar in the McCrossan at bat, but Vogley watches it go by.
Kenworthy uses the rosin bag, now retakes the rubber. Shakes 2 signs from Zara, now comes set. Peek at the runners, 2-2 home. Vogley flies it foul into the concourse on the left side.
Good at bat brewing here by Vogley. Strikes out the 3rd most in the Prospect League, but can also walk a lot, lead this Cornbelters team in walks, so able to work good at bats.
Very warm day here in Missouri, 93 degrees. Pitcher Kenworthy wipes his hands off, now replaces his glove on his left hand. Comes set at the belt. 2-2. Misses downstairs, count goes full. Ben Vogley, 36 strikeouts on the summer. That's 3rd in the Prospect League. 29 walks. That's a top 10 mark as well. Count is full. 2 away. Runners on second and third. Belters looking to make up a 2-1 lead here in the top of the third. Kenworthy set. The payoff pitch. Line drive to second base right at Stoyer. Hoots catch a break as the Belters strand 2. 1 run into score. Eli Keyser in on a RBI ground rule double from Tyler Thompson. Belters still trail 2-1 to the O'Fallon Hoots. O'Fallon bats due up next, so we head to the bottom of the third. You're listening to Cornbelters Baseball on the Cornbelters YouTube. Back in O'Fallon for the bottom of the third. Belters get 1 run across in the top of the frame to cut the O'Fallon lead to 2-1. Tucker King back for a 3rd inning of work on the hill. He'll hit the top of the Hoots lineup. Sam Pauly, the leadoff hitter, grounded out in the first inning. He'll dig into the right-hand batter's box to start the bottom of the third. Pauly in the midst of an extreme slump, 3 for his last 24. Taps the plate twice, now leaves his all-black cedar bat on his back shoulder. King set at the belt, his first offer. Breaking ball drops into the zone for a called strike. Wind blowing slightly out to dead center. King, 0-1 pitch. Fastball called strike at the knees.
King back-to-back pitches commanding the zone after the Cornbelters finally wake the bats up, maybe just trying to attack these Hoots hitters and get the bats for the Cornbelters back up to the plate as soon as possible.
King, long look into Heineman. Now comes set. 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball, check swing, goes all the way around. Ground ball back to King. He'll flip it over to Stanek in time for out number 1.
It's a good two-strike pitch from King, a slider with a lot of horizontal movement outside. Pauly checked his swing on what was probably ball number 1, but able to make contact, and plays don't get easier than that for Tucker King.
Tyler Macon in on the right-hand side. Struck out in the first inning. Will bat with 1 away and no one on base. First pitch. Breaking ball runs on the outside half for a ball. Aiken nursing a 7-game hit streak. Went 2 for 4 with a pair of RBIs last night against Terre Haute. King, 1-0. Ground ball to the left side. Vogely charges it, uses his glove over to first. Got him.
Nice play by Ben Vogely, sitting deep in the hole. Macon has some speed with showcasing it there. That forced Vogely to put a little bit more emphasis and hurry into that play. Does a nice job to get out number 2. King continues to work quickly.
King retired the first 2 Hoots hitters in the top of the first as well before O'Fallon got their rally started. 2 away, no one on base. 3-hitter Nick Stoyer digs into the right-hand side. Singled and came around to score back in the first. First pitch. Ground ball on the right side. Michaels diving, kicks off his glove. That'll be an infield single, the second of the game for Nick Stoyer.
Bad omens for the Cornbelters. They can't get out of the third inning. Michaels, a diving effort, ranging towards the second base bag, but hits off his glove. Kind of trapped it a little bit too early, and it hit off his pinky side. Extends the inning.
John Connors digs into the left-hand side. Helmet with a multitude of white stickers reminiscent of Ohio State football. Runner on first is Stoyer. Pickoff attempt over to first. Stoyer back standing. Second baseman stole second base back in the first inning. King wary of the speed over at first. King, first pitch. Misses on the outside half. John Connors, the on-base percentage leader in the Prospect League. 30 games straight on base. Continued with a single back in the first. 2 away, runner on first. 1-0. Big secondary, now the delayed steal. Throw down, not in time. Vogely takes a hard fall, keeping that ball from sailing into the outfield.
Smart play by Vogely, just going ball first there. No chance at the bag. Heineman on the throw down has struggled recently on his throws down, leaving a lot of them arm side. Vogely has to go protect the ball and doesn't have a play at the bag.
2-0 count to Connors. Stoyer, after 2 stolen bags last night, has equaled that total so far this evening. 2-0 pitch. Fastball in on the inside half for a strike. Hoots 2 runs on 4 hits. Belters 1 run on 2 hits. Fallon looking to add on here in the bottom of the third. Runner on second, 2 away. Peak at second base. 2-1 home. Line drive up the middle. Rounding third is Stoyer. He'll get the wave. Barada's throw in goes to second base. The Hoots extend their advantage. 3-1. O'Fallon leads Normal.
It's almost identical of the first inning. Stoyer extends the lead on an infield single. And then this 4-5 punch, John Connors with the first half here, drives home Stoyer on a nice single that loops into center field. Now you got to worry about Nick Bonkowski.
Ryan Willard, the Cornbelters pitching coach, will cross the line, talk to Tucker King before Nick Bonkowski bats here in the bottom of the third. Bonkowski, one of the most impressive hitters in the entire Prospect League. Wally Diaz's 3 home runs here last night for the Rex overtook Bonkowski for the home run lead. Bonk sits in second place with 13 bombs. Extended his hold on the RBI lead in the first inning with the 2 RBI double. Brought him to 56 on the summer.
Just an eye-popping resume, really, what Bonkowski's done this Prospect League season. You look at all his hitting stats, all of the vital ones. Bonkowski's in some sort of hunt in the leaderboard, sitting first, sitting second. Been just a dangerous hitter at the plate all summer long.
Eric Eggert breaks up the Cornbelters pitching mound visit. Ryan Willard back to the dugout. Tucker King retakes the rubber. 2 away, runner on first. Nick Bonkowski finally digs into the right-hand side. King a peek over to first. Now comes set at the belt. First offer. Called strike on the outside half. 41 pitches so far for King. Belters defense straight up with 2 away. 0-1 pitch. Line drive through on the right side. Will move John Connors station to second base. Nick Bonkowski, his second hit of the afternoon.
Bonkowski sounded like he broke his bat. Wasn't the loudest contact, but it finds a hole out there in right field. Kind of make the assumption he did because tossed his bat, almost bat flipped it. Not complaining though, single.
Hoots dugout confirms a broken bat single. He won't be complaining. William Zera in on the right side, first and second with 2 away. King a peek at second base, comes home. Breaking ball missed on the outside half. Zera checked his swing, able to keep himself from going all the way around. Zera lined out to left field in his first at-bat of the ballgame. Looking for better fortunes here. 1-0. Ground ball on the left side. Vogley fields it cleanly over to Michaels at second base for out number 3. Belters get out of the jam. Hoots leave 2 on base, but not before they extend their advantage. O'Fallon leads normal 3-1 as we head to the 4th inning. You're listening to Alex Ferns and Oliver Aurora on the Normal Cornbelters YouTube. Back in O'Fallon for the top of the 4th inning. Belters trail the Hoots 3-1 after O'Fallon tacks on another run in the bottom of the 3rd. Gavin Kinworthy back on the mound for a 4th frame. Belters went 6 up, 6 down through 2. Finally able to get to the right-hander in the 3rd inning. Put 1 run across, but stranded 2 on base. He'll meet 4, 5, 6 due up for the Belters lineup. Jackson Stanek, the left-hander, digs in to start the 4th inning. Wind blowing out here at Carshield Park, drifting a little bit to left field. Stanek, a black cedar bat with white tape up to the middle of the handle. First offer from Kenworthy. Fastball misses downstairs. Second baseman Stoyer shifted over into the hole closer to first base on the left-hander Stanek. First baseman Connors almost directly behind the bag. 1-0. Called strike in at the knees with a fastball.
That 3-4-5 punch for the Hoots proving super valuable. Stoyer extends the inning, and 4 and 5 just continue to deliver.
1-1. Ground ball right back to the pitcher Kenworthy. Backhands it over to first, takes Connors onto the safety bag, but does it quickly enough to deal with Jackson Stanek.
That's the 7th ground out for the Cornbelters through 3 innings and 1 out here in the 4th. Kenworthy pitching to contact, but continues to induce that weak contact, and it's proving well against a dangerous Cornbelters lineup.
Captain for the Belters, Nolan McCrossin, digs into the right-hand batter's box. No one on with 1 away. Kenworthy's first pitch. Breaking ball grounded right back up the middle. Nolan McCrossin breaks his 5 at-bat hitless streak. He's on base here tonight in O'Fallon.
That's got to feel good for the captain. Struggled yesterday in the hit party. This time, first pitch swinging, gets a slider middle. You're not going to blow that by as experienced of a hitter as Nolan McCrossin. Gives the Cornbelters some life.
Crossan has surpassed his 2025 summer hit total, 47 knocks on the season. Addison Worthman digs into the right-hand batter's box, runner on first with 1 away. Kenworthy peeks over at first, now comes home. Called strike, a fastball at the knees. Middle infielders, shortstop Pauly and second baseman Stoyer creep a little closer to the second base bag, still on the lip of the outfield turf. Kenworthy comes set at the belt. 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball runs away from him. Count goes to 1-1. Worthman, one of the hottest hitters in the Prospect League right now. 4 games straight with 3 hits. Grounded out back to the pitcher in the 2nd inning. Gets another chance here in the 4th. 1-1. Breaking ball misses on the inside half. Nolan McCrossin over at first base. Hefty frame, fit for a first baseman or a catcher, still with 5 stolen bags on the summer. Crossan playing third base tonight, showing his utility in the field. Kenworthy set. Long pause, now the pitch. Called strike, a heater at the knees.
Kenworthy continues to go to that low fastball, trying to work low in the zone, and it's freezing a lot of Cornbelters hitters.
Addison Worthman last night, 3 for 4, 3 RBIs, a pair of doubles, and a home run. Kenworthy, a peek over to first at McCrossin. Now comes home. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Addison Worthman swings right through a heater located at the letters.
Maybe Worthman is human. 0 for 2 today. Kenworthy blows a fastball right by him. A nice pitch with conviction for out number 2.
2 away, runner on first. Hoots lead the Belters 3-1 here in the top of the 4th. Catcher Max Heineman digs into the right side. Kenworthy set to 0-0. Breaking ball misses above the zone. Heineman looking to continue a 6-game hit streak tonight. Got the day off last night against the Aviators. Was 2 for 5 with an RBI against the Rex on Thursday. Kenworthy set. 1-0 pitch. Fouled straight back. Heineman, one of a couple of incoming freshmen on this Belters team. Played high school ball with the leadoff man tonight, Gavin Michaels. Normal community season met an earlier end than they would have wished for, falling in the sectional semis to Manuka. 2 away, runner on first. 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Heineman and Michaels, both late additions. Heineman, though, both of them really have been great pieces. It's the luxury that the Cornbelters get. They can switch catchers around.
Heineman hitting .400 in July. Really turned it on since joining this Belters squad. 1-2 pitch. Flied foul into the seats on the right side. He'll see another run.
McCrossin over at first base is a catcher. Greer's a catcher who's not in the lineup today. Lets these guys heal up, and every one of them can go in and play a DH role as well. Heineman's done that this season because his bat has been so productive.
2 away, McCrossin leads off first. 1-2 to Heineman. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. A 1-out single from Nolan McCrossin is canceled out by back-to-back strikeouts from Gavin Kinworthy. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Hoots lead 3-1 over the Belters. You're listening to the Normal Cornbelters on the Cornbelters YouTube.
Gavin Kinworthy continues to deal for the Hoots. They lead 3-1 in the bottom of the 4th inning. Tucker King back out there on the hill for a 4th inning of work.
King did very well when he met 7, 8, 9 the first time around in the 2nd inning. Got them to go 1, 2, 3.
First batter that the right-hander King faces is Carson Ramos, the designated hitter today. King gets his sign. Here's the pitch. Slider misses low and away for ball 1. Ramos was aboard in the 2nd inning, led off the bottom half of that frame with the hit by pitch. 1-0. Fastball chopped over to Michaels at second. He'll field it on 2 hops and fire over to first base for out number 1.
Gavin Michaels has been busy tonight, at least busier than he was yesterday when the Belters managed to go perfect through 7. Been called on numerous times through these first 4 frames.
Griffin Brown is now up with 1 down and nobody on in the bottom of the 4th inning. Grounded into a double play, his first trip to the plate. First pitch from King. Check swing slider away. Appeal down to the base umpire, Eric Whitholm. Says that Brown did not go around, so it's ball 1. 1-0. Another breaking ball gets a swing and a miss from Brown on the outer half. 1 ball, 1 strike. Brown had success against the Cornbelters earlier this season on the 7th of June. Went 2 for 4 with an RBI and a double. 1-1. Another slider right down the middle to make it a 1-2 count. Brown deep breath before getting back in the box. Rest the bat on his shoulder. 2-2. Slider hit to third. McCrossin fields it on the backhand. Throws over to first base in time for out number 2. Nice play.
Tucker King up to 55 pitches. Be interesting to watch how long they let him go. Tucker King now thrown over 33 innings this summer. The Cincinnati guy. See if this might be his last outing of the summer. Do they tend to leave him out there a little bit longer?
Nobody getting moving in the Cornbelters bullpen. Nick Alagna, the 9-hitter, Watches a fastball go by right down the middle for strike one. Struck out swinging to end the second inning. King from the belt, 0-1. Slider that he fouls off himself and then gets it back with the bat. Hit it twice there. Alagna, it's an 0-2 count. Cornbelters defense plays straight up with 2 down and nobody on. No wind to help or hurt either side. King's ready. 0-2 pitch. Slider hit to McCrossan, takes some time before fielding it and fires it off line over to first, and Stanik's tag is not applied in time. It's an error for the third baseman, Nolan McCrossan, and that extends the inning.
It's been a couple of weeks since Nolan McCrossan played third base, spending most of his time catching and playing first. Jackson Blumler will come out and ask if the home plate umpire had a different view. It looked like Stanek, if he were to have made contact with Alagna, would have had him out in time.
Ryan Wooler, the pitching coach, also just trying to get an explanation. Cornbelters coaching staff a little more cautious. Billy DuBois, the usual manager, suspended for this doubleheader series. Lineup changes over for a third time this afternoon. Sam Pauley, the leadoff hitter, gets an opportunity in the fourth inning with 2 down and a runner on first. Pickoff attempt from King. Alagna slides back in safely, though. No harm there.
Good move from Tucker King, but nothing like we saw the other night. Brady Banker picked off 3 guys in a row, a Cornbelters record.
First pitch home from Pauley is fired in at the knees. Strike one. Not sure you can do much better than what Banker did. 3 outs,
It's impossible.
3 pickoffs. You literally can't do better. 3 up, 3 down, and they all reach base. Alagna extends his lead off. The pitch comes home. Misses outside. The back pick attempt from Heineman. Not in time. Talked about the aggressiveness from some of these Cornbelters catchers. Heineman tried to catch Alagna lacking, but is not able to get the call.
Something the Belters preach. We've seen back pick attempts, a few times in recent games.
King gets his sign, glances over at first base, and picks him off, tries to. The tag is applied too late from Stanek. It's a 1-1 count still. Only 2 stolen bases on the summer for Nick Alagna, but posing a serious threat in the mind of Tucker King. 1-1. Runner takes off, pitch is hit hard into center field. That'll get down for a base hit. Alagna rounding third before pumping the brakes. He'll go back to second. Sparata fired it into Vogley. It's a 2-out single for Sam Pauley.
Wow, if Filippo Barada had come up throwing and seen the turn that Alagna had taken at second base, could have tried to backpick him at second base. Michaels was in the area. He was caught in almost no man's land between second and third. Throw went to third, able to get back safely.
Back-to-back runners reach with 2 down and now 2 runners on in the bottom of the 4th inning. Tyler Macon steps in and watches a slider go by for ball 1. 0 for 2 today is Tyler Macon. Struck out swinging in the first inning and then grounded out in the third. 1-0. Another slider away that misses. 2 balls, no strikes. Macon has the task of extending the inning for Nick Stoyer. The 3-4-5 for the Hoots has been the difference here. Deep breath from King on the hill. 2-0 pitch. Fastball chopped to Michaels, who fields it and steps on the bag at second in time for out number 3. The Hoots were knocking on the door, a 2-out rally potentially brewing, but King able to shut it down, and the score remains 3-1. We head to the top of the 5th inning. Cornbelters try and claw back. It's 8-9-1 due up when we return. Tucker King able to work out of a jam in the bottom of the fourth inning. The score remains 3-1 in favor of the Hoots. The Cornbelters try to claw back at that deficit against Gavin Kinworthy, who's still out there on the hill. First batter Kinworthy faces is the 8-hitter Eli Keyser, who singled in the third inning, was the first base runner of the contest for the Cornbelters. Kinworthy winds and fires. 0-0 fastball catches the bottom half of the zone for strike one.
Talked about it, Oliver. Hitting is contagious. Last night, it was the bottom of the order that spread the plague. See if they can do it again tonight.
0-1 slider. Keyser thought about swinging, but holds up. Misses away, so it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Uncharacteristically, Keyser hits better on the road in the Prospect League, hitting above 330, 1-1. Slider that Keyser lifts high into center field and shallow. Brown gives chase to center fielder and slides to make a nice running catch for out number 1.
Brown has traveled a lot of distance so far tonight out in center field. Last time we saw him ranging into the right center gap and sliding, wasn't able to come up with it. This time he slides and makes the play.
Keyser's retired to lead off the top of the 5th. So with nobody on, Filippo Barada, the 9-hitter, digs into the box. First pitch. Slider that Barada hits well, but foul down the left field line. Almost leaves the stadium.
Had the distance to be Barada's first home run of the summer. Fortunately, just out in front of it.
Kinworthy, this will be his 60th pitch of the game. Shakes the sign once, gets it, and here's the 0-1. Fastball on the outside half, catches the corner for strike 2. Barada reached in the third inning on a hit by pitch, got him square in the back. Did not come around to score, though, stayed at third. 0-2 pitch. Fastball got him swinging. 88 miles an hour on the outside corner, retires Barada, and so there's 2 down now in the top of the 5th.
4th strikeout of the evening for Gavin Kinworthy. And with this being a 7-inning game as part of the doubleheader, don't be surprised if Gavin Kinworthy goes a complete game.
61 pitches for the right-hander. Gavin Michaels gets ready to go for a third time. 0 for 2, the leadoff hitter. Here's the first pitch. Michaels swings hard at a fastball inside, but misses for strike 1. Michaels has 8 hits in his last 3 games, been red hot at the plate for the Cornbelters. 0-1. Fastball outer half, called strike, and Kinworthy up 0-2 on Michaels, tries to go 5 innings. Michaels waggles his bat above his shoulder. 0-2 pitch. Fastball got him looking. The fastball on the outside half. Michaels watches go by. Back-to-back strikeouts for Gavin Kinworthy. Keeps this contest right where it is. 3-1 the score. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. You're listening to Normal Cornbelters Baseball on the Normal Cornbelters YouTube channel. Cornbelters go down 1-2-3 in the top of the 5th inning. Can't claw back at a 3-1 deficit. The Hoots try and extend on it. The 3-hitter, Nick Stoyer, has been dangerous at the plate today. 2 for 2 with singles. Came around to score both times.
Yet to retire 3-4-5 Tucker King. Interesting. They've left the right-hander out there to try one more time to face this heart of the order.
King, deep breath on the hill. Set to fire his 60th pitch of the game. First pitch. Slider misses well away. Heineman lets it go by to the backstop for ball one. Stoyer on both his singles stole the second base bag, has 2 steals, bringing his season total to 13. 1-0. Sinker hit right back at King, who gets out of the way. It'll go into center field for a base hit. 3 for 3 is Nick Stoyer.
Tucker King obviously will be upset about the single, but he might have a little bit of happiness that he got out of the way of that ball. Whizzed right by his head. I'm sure he heard it as it passed right by the pitcher's mound.
98 miles an hour. Got a gasp out of the crowd here at Carter Shield Park. Stoyer is aboard to lead off the bottom of the 5th inning. John Connors, the lefty, is now up to bat. King looks over to first before coming set. Fires home. 0-0. Breaking ball misses low and away for ball one. Also has 2 singles to his name, Connors. An RBI, though, in the 3rd inning, drove home Stoyer. 1-0. Fastball in the outside corner. Catches a piece for strike one.
First time Stoyer's been at first base with less than 2 outs. Still no one away. We'll see if he still has the same urgency. Try and move over into scoring position.
Tall stance from the lefty. Pickoff attempt at first. The tag is not applied. The Cornbelters infield don't like it. Vogely over at shortstop has his hands on his head, but the pickoff attempt's no good.
Stoyer started to run. Seemed to be dead to rights. An acrobatic move to get back in safely.
Count remains 1-1. King. Here's the pitch. Connors lifts it foul down the left field line. It's a 1-ball, 2-strike count now. Connors has reached base twice today on those 2 singles. Already the league leader in on-base percentage coming into this contest with an on-base percentage at .559. You heard that right. 1-2. Ground ball over to Michaels at short. He's going to flip it to first, get the easy play for out number 1. Second, excuse me. Stoyer moves over to second base on the ground out. But the danger is not done for the Cornbelters. Nick Bonikowski, also 2 for 2, has 2 RBIs from his hard-hit double in the 1st inning.
With first base open, you have to consider at least working around him. He's already hurt you with a 2 RBI double in the 1st.
8 hits for the Hoots today. The 3-4-5 punch has combined for 7 of them in a 3-1 lead for O'Fallon. First offer, runner takes off, pitch misses low and away. The throw down to third, not in time. Nick Stoyer steals the third base bag and is now 90 feet away from making this a 4-1 ball game.
Stoyer had an impressive day yesterday, 2 stolen bases. He's one-upped it already this afternoon. 3 stolen bags on 3 singles.
Stanek over at first base with that runner at third, playing a little bit closer in. 1-0. Slider misses away. Heineman had to stretch out there to make the grab. It's 2 balls, no strikes now to the dangerous Nick Bonkowski. And they're going to intentionally walk the 5-hitter in a 2-0 count. No reason to pitch. The O'Fallon fans not too happy about it, but probably the right decision, Alex.
Yeah, and save some pitches for Tucker King, whose pitch count is continuing to climb. Save them for the hitters you want to attack.
William Zera is 0 for 2 today, but has 2 runners on the base path with 1 out in the bottom of the 5th inning. The pitch. Bonikowski takes off for second. The pitch misses outside. The throw down. Not in time. It skips away from Michaels, and as a result, Stoyer is going to come around to score. It's now 4-1 Hoots.
Little League baseball, first and third, it's textbook. You draw the throw down, runner from third comes in to score. Kicker kicked away, made it easy for Stoyer to come in.
Michaels holds on Bonikowski at second. King comes home. 1-0 slider clips the outside half to make it 1 ball, 1 strike. Zera ended the first inning on a fly out to left field and then grounded towards short to end the third inning. 1-1. Slider chopped back right to King. He's going to make the throw over to first base in time. As a result, Bonikowski moves over to third. He'll be sitting there with 2 down.
Yeah, King never looked at Bonkowski at second base. If he had turned and just given him a look, he probably could have held him at second base. Instead, he focuses on the out, which he does well. Gets there going to first. Bonkowski able to advance the 90 feet.
Carson Ramos, the designated hitter today, hits in the 5th inning with 2 outs and a runner on third base. 0 for 1, but reached on a hit by pitch. King, 70 pitches. Here's the 71st. Slider misses inside for ball 1. Vogley and Michaels, the middle infielders for the Cornbelters, play just on the outfield turf, with the priority being the out over at first base. 1-0. Slider fouled straight back, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Carson Ramos yesterday 1 for 3 with an RBI and a long home run in the bottom of the 9th. It was too little, too late as the Hoots fell 12-7 to the Terre Haute Rex.
Long time for King to get his sign. Shakes a couple times, but now gets it. Here's the 1-1. Nice sinker away, catches the zone to make it 1-2. You mentioned that home run yesterday for Ramos. That was one of his 2 hits in the month of July. Has struggled 2 for 15. Can change the narrative here, though, with the runner on third base and Nick Bonikowski. The 1-2. Slider hit high and deep into left field. Thompson has some trouble with it and can't make the catch. It one-hops over the wall. Bonikowski is going to come around to score. It's an RBI ground rule double for Carson Ramos.
Sun continuing to set. Appears as though it was impeding Tyler Thompson. He got a late jump on it, usually a very steady left fielder. Gets away from him, hops up over the wall.
A 2-run 5th inning for the Hoots, and they're not done just yet. 5-1 to score. The Cornbelters have an arm getting loose in the bullpen. It's Josh Jones. Threw yesterday in that perfect game, closed it out in the 7th before Griffin Brown, the center fielder, can hit, though. There's going to be a mound visit between pitcher and catcher. Max Heineman goes out there to talk to Tucker King.
So far this summer, when the Hoots and the Belters play each other, only the road team has won. Belters staring at a 4-run deficit in the face here on the road, in danger of breaking that streak. Normal won 11-2 and 10-4 in early June here at Carshield Park. And O'Fallon took both games of a doubleheader at the end of June at the Corn Crib, 6-2 and 14-0.
Eric Eggert now goes to talk to both pitcher and catcher, yet to break it up. Now does as Heineman retreats back to home plate with Eggert. Griffin Brown 0 for 2 today, both groundouts, one of them being a double play in the 2nd inning. Returns to the plate for a 2nd time in as many innings. Deep breath as he looks at his bat before stepping into the box. King, this will be his 75th pitch. Here it is. Fastball misses low and downstairs for ball 1. Brown rocking some stylish cleats, some Jordans, white and black. 1-0. Slider misses low and away. 2 balls, no strikes. Josh Jones still the only arm getting loose for the Cornbelters. Tucker King tries to work out of a 5th inning where he's already surrendered 2. The 2-0 pitch. Fastball upstairs, and it's a hitter-friendly 3-0 count to Griffin Brown.
Ben Vogley has to be alert at shortstop. Both of his first 2 at-bats were ground balls to short.
The 3-0. Fastball right down the middle. King gets a strike back to make it 3-1. Little less mustard on that fastball, only 86 miles an hour from Tucker King. The righty gets a sign on the hill. Kicks and deals. 3-1 fastball inside is fouled off of the Cornbelters dugout. So we'll do it now in a full count. Heineman going to go out there to talk once more. Just the two of them. A quick discussion, though, as Heineman already jogs back to home plate.
You have to wonder if Heineman went out there and said, sinker, good. Was much quicker than last time. They don't seem to be on the same page with the signs.
2 outs, a runner on second base. Full count in the bottom of the 5th inning. Here's the pitch. Hard hit slider into left field. That'll get down for a base hit. Ramos will pump the brakes over at third. And Brown is aboard with the single. Runners at the corners now for O'Fallon. Jackson Blemler will now make his way to the mound. And that'll be the end of Tucker King's outing here in O'Fallon. 80 pitches for the right-hander. Exits this game with normal trailing 5-1. So with only 2 outs, couldn't get the final third. There's going to be a pitching change. We'll step aside. The Hoots still knocking at the door. Josh Jones relieves Tucker King, the first out of the pen for the Cornbelters. Jones was a part of the perfect game, closed it out in the 7th inning yesterday. Has the tall task ahead of getting the Cornbelters out of this inning. He'll face the 9-hitter, Nick Alagna, who reached on an error last inning in the 4th. Jones belt tie set. Kicks and deals. Runner at first takes off. The fastball misses off the backstop. Heineman tosses home, but the throw is not in time as Carson Ramos comes home to score. Griffin Brown stays over at second base. It's 6-1.
Twice in a row, first and third situations lead to costly errors and end in a run and a runner at second base.
Josh Jones off to a slow start through one pitch. Here's the 1-0. Fastball hit hard into right field. Keyser ranges to his left and makes a nice running catch for out number 3. Tosses it into the stands, but not before O'Fallon extends their lead. It's a 6-1 contest. The Cornbelters only have 6 outs remaining. They'll try and get some more with 2, 3, and 4 due up in the top of the 6th inning. You're listening to Cornbelters Baseball on the normal Cornbelters YouTube channel. In the bottom of the 5th inning, the Hoots extend their lead. A 3-run frame makes it a 6-1 contest. The Cornbelters, with only 6 outs remaining in this doubleheader, try and claw back. Tyler Thompson, the 2-hitter, leads off the frame. Thompson, RBI double in the 3rd inning. Brought his hit total to 53 on the summer. Here's the pitch. Fastball that he fouls off of himself for strike 1.
Entered tonight tied with Nick Bonkowski of the Hoots. Bonk has 2 hits, Thompson just 1. One more would see him tie Bonk and Cam Gravel of the Paints in 2nd place in the league.
0-1. Slider that Thompson lifts high in the air to center. Brown camps under it and makes the catch for out number 1. It's still Gavin Kinworthy out there on the mound, Alex, for the Hoots. Only 66 pitches. Has really shined here.
Belters yet to really figure him out, aside from a slight flurry in the 3rd inning where they scored and left 2 on base. Other than that, Kinworthy's kept them completely quiet.
Ben Vogley left those runners on base. The left-handed hitter awaits the first pitch. Squares to bunt, but pulls back on a fastball that misses outside for ball 1.
Bunted for a single on Thursday night against the Rex. You don't expect the 3-hitter to square. Part of what makes him so effective as a bunter.
1-0. Fastball high and away, ball 2. Talked about Vogley left 2 runners on today in the 3rd inning. Yesterday in that big win, he went 1 for 4 and left 4 runners on base. Vogley with 1 out and the base is empty right now. 2-0 pitch. Fastball catches the outside corner to make it 2-1. Vogley has been hitting pretty well here at Carshiel Field. 6 hits on the summer at this ballpark. 2-1. Fastball in the outer half that Vogley lifts foul down the left field line. It's a 2-2 count.
Ben Vogley played every game for the Belters so far this summer except one. A 12-2 loss to the Doggy Paddlers. He can get on base, pass the baton to Stanek and McCrossin, 2 guys that have played every day.
Here's the 2-2. Vogley fouls off another one. Fastball away. We'll do it again. One out, nobody on, top of the 6th inning. 6-1 the score. Cornbelters trail. Kinworthy shakes 3 times before getting a sign. Here's the pitch. Another foul ball. Kinworthy wanted the fastball, but Vogley spoils it again.
Vogley trying to extend his hit streak into 5 games, yet to record a knock so far tonight.
Stoyer over at second base, playing deep on the outfield turf against the left-handed hitter. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Kinworthy winds and fires. Fastball hit high and deep into left field. Macon gives chase, looks up, And that ball is off the foul pole. Ben Vogley with the solo shot puts the Cornbelters on the board once more. It's 6-2, they trail.
Ben Vogley, his 5th home run of the summer. The first one he sent the opposite way. Gets a little help, the home plate umpire does, by the loud clang it made off the foul pole out in left field.
335 feet, the solo shot for Ben Vogley. The 73rd pitch of the game for Gavin Kinworthy on the mound. He'll now face Jackson Stanek, first pitch. Swung on and grounded back up the middle and through for a base hit. Brown fields and fires it in. Quickly, the Cornbelters have something going here. It's a 1-out single.
Fantastic effort from the shortstop, Pauly, laying out for that ball. Ended up having no chance as it skipped right over the second base bag.
That's now the 50th hit of the summer for Jackson Stanek. Ties his total from last year with the Cornbelters. Nolan McCrossan, the captain, now steps in with 1 out and a runner on first. Here's the pitch. Fastball that gets him square on the elbow. McCrossan's all right. He'll take the ankle guard off. And all of a sudden, on 3 pitches, the Cornbelters have a home run, a single, and a hit by pitch. That's going to bring out Carter Mize to talk to his staff. McCrossan, reach on the hit by pitch, 75 pitches for Gavin Kinworthy. There's a man up and moving in the Hoots bullpen, deep out there in right center field beyond the wall. Kinworthy remains in this game. The mound visit is broken up. But the right-handed pitcher has worked himself into a tricky situation here. And to add insult to injury, he has to face the red-hot Addison Worthman. 12 hits and 10 RBIs in his last 4 games. You heard that right. Addison Worthman, the righty, has 2 runners aboard here in the top of the 6th inning. Kinworthy looks at second, comes home. Slider on the outer half, gets a cut and a miss out of Addison Worthman.
Turf and left center field better look alive. Addison Worthman has been driving the ball into the gap. 100 miles an hour exit velocity on all 3 of his hits last night.
Oh, 1. Slider hit hard into left field. That'll get down for a base hit. Stanek didn't get a good jump. He'll stay at third base. Worthman, a hard hit single into left field, and they're now loaded.
Few more arms up and moving in the Hoots bullpen. Couple of righties starting to really get loose.
The bases are loaded for Max Heineman. Represents the tying run in a 6-2 ball game. Corner infielders for the Hoots shift in. Heineman has a 6-game hit streak on the line, 0 for 2 today. First offer. Heineman swings and misses at a fastball right down the middle for strike 1.
It's one Heineman will want back. His eyes lit up when he saw it. Just missed it.
Kinworthy standing on the first base side of the rubber. Stomach high set. 0-1. Another fastball that Heineman spoils foul off the screen. It's an 0-2 count now to the catcher.
5 RBIs so far on the summer for Heineman. A fly ball deep into the outfield does the job here.
Kinworthy got the better of him with a strikeout in the 4th inning. Heineman tries to avoid the same fate here in an 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That was the 80th pitch of Kinworthy's start. Still an arm getting loose for O'Fallon. The 1-2. Fouled back just over our heads to the right. It's a 1-2 count still. Gotta wonder when Kinworthy gets the hook. Has a dangerous situation here. Bases are loaded, only one out for Max Heineman at the plate. Kinworthy gets his sign. The 1-2. Slider hit hard down the left field line. It's a fair ball. Stanek jogs home. McCrossan follows suit. The ball is still out there in the corner. Worthman wants home. There's going to be no throw. It's a bases clearing double for Max Heineman. And the Cornbelters are right back in this game. It's 6-5.
A huge at-bat for Max Heineman. Finds himself down 0-2. Sticks with it and drives that one into left field. Rolls all the way to the corner. Gavin Kinworthy's night seems to be done.
That'll bring a pitching change for the Hoots. The Cornbelters are back into this contest. 4 runs off the back of 5 straight base runners. So we're going to step aside for a pitching change with only 1 out in the top of the 6th. Gavin Kinworthy gets the applause from the fans here at Card Shield Park. Don't go anywhere. Max Heineman delivers for the Cornbelters. A bases clearing 3 RBI double has made it a 6-5 ball game and the end of Gavin Kinworthy's day. He's relieved by the right-hander Bronco Witt from Northwest Missouri State University. The first batter Witt faces is Eli Keyser. And the Cornbelters, Alex, are not done just yet. There's still only 1 out in the inning.
And it feels like a big spot, not just in the context of this game, Oliver, but in the context of the Belters season. Sitting 3 games back of the Lumber Kings at the top of the division. Effectively, every game is a must-win as they chase this second-half division crown.
Here's the first pitch from Witt. Slider on the upper half of the zone for strike 1. Witt makes his 11th appearance of the summer. Has worked 11 innings so far. Takes a look at Heineman over at second base. The 0-1. Fastball runs inside at the hands, but Keyser gets out of the way. It's 1-1.
Witt didn't look comfortable in his landing on that pitch. Brought his back foot around much quicker than he did on his first pitch.
Bell tie set for the righty. The 1-1. Slider gets a swing and a miss out of Keyser to make it 1-2. Keyser 1 for 2. Singled in the 3rd inning, came around to score, and then flew out to center field in the 5th. The 1-2. Slider misses too far outside. Almost got away from Zara, but keeps it in front of him, does the catcher. It's 2-2. Deep leadoff from Heineman over at second base. Now brings it more level with the bases. The 2-2. Another slider that misses low and away, and the count runs full for Eli Keyser.
Disciplined at bat. 2 sliders just off the plate, able to hold back on.
Keyser 13 walks on the summer. There's a base open with just Heineman over at second base and 1 out. Here's the payoff pitch. Fastball lifted high into right field. Wonkowski is near the track, and he'll make the catch for out number 2. Heineman tags over to third. He'll get in standing.
Witt wins the at-bat, but Keyser able to move the runner over. It's Filippo Barada who can pick him up.
The 9-hitter Filippo Barada had 2 RBIs yesterday. A runner on third base represents the tying run in the top of the 6th inning. In a 7-inning game, a situation like this, Cornbelters only 4 outs to work with, is huge. Barada rests the bat on his shoulder. First offer from Witt. Fastball inside, that's sky high. It'll run just over the line in right field, and sliding is Stoyer to make the catch in foul territory for out number 3. Witt comes in and does a job. The Cornbelters leave a runner on second base, but not before they tack on 4 runs. Ben Vogley gets things started with a solo shot that hits the foul pole over in left field, and then Max Heineman delivers with the bases loaded. 6-5 the score. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. You're listening to Cornbelters Baseball on the Normal Cornbelters YouTube channel. Four runs plated by the Cornbelters in the top of the 6th inning. Make it a 6-5 contest. They're not going anywhere just yet, Alex.
Absolutely not. They want to hang around and continue the streak of the road team winning in every one of the contests between these two sides so far this summer.
Josh Jones got out of the bottom of the 5th inning. He now gets a fresh 6th and faces 1, 2, and 3 for the Hoots. The first one being Sam Pauley, the leadoff hitter.
Josh Jones went back to the dugout fairly angry with himself and his catcher Heineman on the wild pitch that brought in a run.
Pauley 1 for 3 singled in the 4th inning. The right-hander squats into his stance. Here's the first offer. Pauley squares to bunt, but the slider away misses outside. Pauley able to pull it back. No, he didn't. Yes, he did. Some confusion there with the scoreboard, but it's a 1-0 count. 1-0. fastball high that Pauly fouls straight back to make it 1-1.
Last night in the combined perfect game, Josh Jones' velocity increased as the moment got bigger. That fastball, 89 miles an hour. We saw him get up to 94 last night.
Jones set, 1-1. Slider catches the inside corner to make it a 1-2 count. Pauly coming into today 4 for 32 in the month of July. Able to work out of that streak, singled in the 4th inning. The 1-2. Fastball on the outside half. Jones liked it, started his trot around the mound, but it misses low and away. It's a 2-2 count. Jones finally gets his sign. 2-2. Slider right down the middle for strike 3.
Josh Jones picks up where he left off at the end of the 5th inning and where he left it last night. Dominant stuff on the mound.
Only 7 pitches for the right-handed arm. With 1 out and nobody on, the 2-hitter Tyler Macon steps into the box. Jones kicks and deals. 0-0 fastballs hit hard down the right field line, but it slices just foul into the seats for strike 1.
However, the top of the Belters lineup due up for the top of the 7th. If Josh Jones can keep this lead where it is, trailing by 1, you got to feel confident in the normal bats to push this game at least to the bottom of the 7th.
Cornbelters had 8 players make a trip to the plate in that big top of the 6th inning to make it a 6-5 ball game. 0-1. Fastball skips away from Heineman outside and low. No harm, though, with nobody on. Heineman gets a new ball for his pitcher, and it's 1-1. Cornbelters defense plays straight up against the righty. 1-1. Slider away, that's fouled off over the Hoots dugout and into the seats. Moves the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. The sun setting, facing the field. The fielders in the outfield and on the left side can feel the effects, similar as at the corn crib.
At the end of this one, if the Hoots stay on the winning side of things, Belter's going to go back to that Carson Ramos double back in the 5th inning that scored a run. One that Tyler Thompson probably makes if he's not staring directly into the sun. It's one you want to have back.
A reminder, this is game 1 of a doubleheader today at O'Fallon. First pitch for game 2 will be approximately 20 to 30 minutes after the conclusion of game 1, but who knows, we might be here for a little longer in a 6-5 game. The 1-2. Slider foul tipped off of Heineman's helmet. Macon, like that one, was a little bit upset he couldn't square it up. Count remains 1-2.
Macon still looking to extend a 7-game hit streak, yet to record a knock tonight.
The 1-2. Another breaking ball grounded up the middle. Vogley ranges to his left and fires a strike over to first base. Not in time, though. Late call by Eric Whitholm. The Cornbelters are furious. That's going to bring interim coach Jackson Bleemler out of the dugout.
Bleemler's acting manager tonight. It's going to be a little bit of a different conversation with Whitholm than it would have been had Billy Du Bois been here tonight. He's serving game 3 and 4 of his 4-game suspension. Bleemler letting Whitholm know he's unhappy.
Bleemler retreats back. Calm conversation, maybe uncharacteristic by Cornbelters, who are led by a fiery Billy Du Bois.
Frankly, he's absolutely right. Vogley fired that over in time to Stanek. No benefit of replay in the Prospect League.
1 out, 1 down. The 3-hitter Nick Stoyer tries to stay red hot. Squares to bunt, though, and hits a towering one into foul territory. Heineman's there and makes the snag for out number 2. Stoyer clearly upset with himself. An interesting decision, Alex.
You have a guy that's 3 for 3, Oliver, with 3 singles. He's stolen the base when he's been on base. So you know you're not worried about, oh, it's only a single, he can move him over, and you bunt. Questionable call in a 1-run game. I understand you're trying to move things over for Connors and Bonkowski, but absolutely backfires on the Hoots.
Regardless, Josh Connors now gets ready to go. 2 outs and a runner on first in the bottom of the 6th inning. The pitch. Fastball misses outside. Heineman thought that there was going to be a play down at second with the runner over at first, Macon faking a steal. Nothing going, though.
Similar look to when Stoyer stole delayed.
With that in mind, Jones, a pickoff attempt over to first, but the sliding Macon gets back in safely. Still a big lead for Macon over there at first base. Has 9 stolen bases on the summer. Another pickoff attempt. Macon a little bit further away, a closer play, but Stanek still unable to apply the tag.
Clearly the Hoots trying to move Macon over into scoring position.
Another pickoff attempt, the third of the at-bat for Jones.
Saw it on the bunt attempt, trying to get a single for Connors or Bonkowski to turn into an RBI.
1-0. Pitch misses outside. Back pick attempt by Heineman is not successful. Stanek just has to keep it in front of him. It's a 2-0 count.
Jackson Stanek over at first base doesn't seem too convinced they're going to get Macon. Not a whole lot of emphasis in any of these tags put down on the runner.
2-0. Runner does take off. Pitch misses high. The throw down sails into the outfield. Macon chugging to third. He's going to be in standing. Max Heineman unable to make an accurate throw. Puts a runner 90 feet away.
What was effectively a pitch out by Josh Jones took Heineman right into his throw. And after all that work to try and keep Macon at first base, the Belters gift him third.
That's the 5th stolen base by the Hoots today. But a runner on third now has 2 outs, Josh Connors. The red-hot lefty tries to bring him home. Gotta wonder, though, a 3-0 hitter's count. Does Jones pitch? Here it is. Fastball inside corner for strike 1.
You have to try and work against Connors, knowing that Bonkowski waits on deck. The Belters intentionally walked the right fielder last inning. You can deal with Connors before Bonk gets to the plate. You have to try and do so.
3-1. Slider misses away for ball 4. Connors is aboard, and there's runners at the corners now with 2 outs for Nick Bonkowski.
Jackson Blumler motioning down to the bullpen.
Jonah Roper's getting moving, and with Blemler making his way onto the mound, there's going to be a pitching change. The All-Star Jonah Roper is going to come in for Josh Jones. We'll step aside during the pitching change, but the Hoots, after conceding 4 runs, have a golden opportunity to re-extend their lead and give their pitching staff some comfort. Don't go anywhere. Getting ready for a heavyweight matchup here. Jonah Roper, the All-Star, takes the hill, and he has to face arguably the best player in the entire Prospect League in Nick Bonkowski. 2 outs, runners at the corners. 6-5, the Cornbelters trail.
Roper tasked to keep this lead right where it is. Belters yet to get Bonkowski out tonight.
Had that 2 RBI double in the first inning, then singled in the third. And on a 2-0 count in the fifth, they decided not to pitch to the righty, an intentional walk. Roper's first pitch, runner at first takes off, slider misses downstairs. No throw from Heineman in the pump fake. Connors wanted a run down there, started to try and get into a pickle, but Heineman learns his mistake.
Hoots have played this inning with the approach that you just want to push this lead 7-5, looking any way possible to try and get one more run across.
2 runners in scoring position, a potential single to the outfield can make this an 8-5 ball game. The 1-0. Slider misses downstairs for ball 2.
I'm not convinced that with the base open, Nick Bonkowski is going to see a pitch in the strike zone, especially with Williams there on deck 0 for 3.
Bonkowski, a redemption game after an 0 for 5 contest yesterday. The 2-0. Slider catches a piece of the outside half. It's 2-1.
Scouting report on Bonkowski must be not to throw him a fastball. Jonah Roper, I don't believe, has thrown 3 sliders in a row before in his life.
Runner on second is Josh Connors. Runner at third is Tyler Macon. Nick Bonkowski at the plate tries to extend the O'Fallon lead. The 2-1. Another slider hit hard to Vogel at short. Fields it with ease. Fires over to first base in time. Jonah Roper wins the battle, retires Nick Bonkowski, and the Cornbelters escape the bottom of the 6th. Scoreless. Cornbelters, though, now have their backs against the wall in a 7-inning doubleheader game. 6-5, they trail, 3 outs remaining. We'll be back for the 7th. Six-5, the Cornbelters trail, and it comes down to this, the 7th inning of a doubleheader. So unless the Cornbelters can keep this game tied after 7, this is the last inning of regulation. 1-2-3 due up for the Cornbelters. They'll face Bronco Witt back out there after escaping in the 6th inning.
This is what you want if you're the Belters. Top of the order. G-Mike can set the table and let the big hitters try and move him around.
Michael's been red hot, 8 hits in his last 3 games, talked about that, but 0 for 3 today, has struggled here against the Hoots. Witt gets his sign. First pitch of the inning. Slider misses inside. Michaels had to jump out of the way for ball 1.
It's easy to say from up here, Oliver, but you'd love to see Michaels drop the elbow, wear it a little bit.
Witt gets set once more. The 1-0. Fastball down the middle is skied near the screen, but it's going to go into the seats, foul. No play for Zara behind the dish. 1-1 count now to Gavin Michaels. Witt standing on the third base side of the rubber. The 1-1. Fastball down the middle, spoiled foul down the right field line. .89 miles an hour, that fastball from Bronco Witt. Michaels is ready. The 1-2. Fastball swinging and a miss, strike 3. Witt retires Michaels. He's down on strikes for the second time this game, and there's one down in the top of the 7th.
Michaels all but assuredly sees his hit streak end at 4 games. Baton pass to Tyler Thompson.
Thompson led off the 6th inning where the Cornbelters clawed their way back into this game. First pitch. Fastball chopped over to short. Pauly has some trouble with the sun before fielding and firing over to first for out number 2. And just like that, the Cornbelters are down to their final out of game 1.
Oliver Thompson started the big 6th inning, but he didn't get on base there either. The Belters 2 away. They're going to need their heavy hitters to act like it. Who better than Ben Vogley?
Thompson led off the inning, but it was Ben Vogley's solo home run that put a charge for the Cornbelters. He now represents potentially the final out of this game. First pitch. Fastball away, hit hard and back up the middle for a base hit. On Ben Vogley's watch, the Cornbelters aren't going anywhere just yet. 2 for 4 today. He's aboard over at first.
And if you're the Hoots, none of these guys coming up look particularly appealing to pitch to. Stanek, McCrossin, and Worthman, all red-hot bats. Belters in exactly the part of the lineup they want with their backs against the wall.
Stanek had a hard-hit single up the middle in the 6th. 1 for 3, has a runner on first in Vogley that represents the tying run. The first pitch. Fastball away that Vogley, or Stanek puts a charge into deep into right center field, and that ball is way gone. Jackson Stanek delivers for the Cornbelters down to their final out of the game. In the blink of an eye, it's 7-6.
Can't write off the Belters. Jackson Stanek set the home run record in the spring at Southwestern Illinois. Has just 3 home runs so far in the summer. What better time to get a 4th?
Stanek greeted out in the dugout by his teammates. They're fired up. The Cornbelters, 6 runs in the final 2 innings to take the lead here in game 1. 430 feet. Nolan McCrossin now at the plate. We're all settling in after that big home run by Jackson Stanek. Fastball misses downstairs for ball 1.
Took the air out of Carshield Park. Hoots needed just one more out, and now going to need to muster something up in the bottom of the 7th.
1-0. Slider gets a cut and a miss away. 1-1 the count. Jackson Stanek, 51st hit of the summer, potentially his biggest one. The 1-1. McCrossin swings and misses at another slider away, and it's 1-2.
Nolan McCrossin was waiting in the on-deck circle, thinking he was going to have an at-bat that held the game in the balance if he was able to step up. Jackson Stanek takes the load off his shoulders.
The 1-2. Slider in the zone that's lifted foul into the seats. We'll do it again. Jackson Stanek was slow to start after the All-Star break, but since a rough patch, he's 9 for its last 16. The 1-2. Slider skips away from Zara behind the plate, 2-2. 2 outs. Nobody on for Nolan McCrossin at the plate. Cornbelters now lead 7-6. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball misses downstairs. McCrossin thought about it, but elects to watch it go by, and the count runs full. Here's the full count pitch. Slider hit high and over by the Hoots dugout, but it'll go foul into the seats. Takes a big hop and on top of the roof. 3-2, 2 outs. Top of the 7th inning. Nolan McCrossin is 1 for 2 today. Was hit by a pitch in that big 6th inning when he came around to score. We'll do the full count pitch once more. Fastball low and outside for ball 4. McCrossin is aboard via the walk, and the Cornbelters aren't done just yet. Addison Worthman now gets a 4th trip to the plate after a huge Cornbelters 7th inning. A single by Ben Vogley, followed up by a 2-run homer by Jackson Stanek. And then Nolan McCrossin just walked. Worthman cuts and misses at a slider low and outside for ball 1, or for strike 1. Oh, 1. Fastball misses low and outside, brings Zera out of his stance. It's a 1-1 count.
This game has a completely different feel than it did 5 minutes ago. Jackson Stanek flipping the script.
McCrossin short leadoff over at first base, not too concerned with the second base bag just yet, the 1-1. Fastball almost runs in and gets Worthman, has to make an athletic move to get away from it. It's a 2-1 count.
With 2 away, if you're the Belters, an insurance run would mean everything. Jonah Roper most likely coming back out for the 7th. You can give him a 2-run advantage. Feel very safe.
Bronco Witt still out there, looks over at first base, kicks home. 2-1 slider, it's hit hard into left field. Macon can't find it, and so he has to let it bounce in front of him. McCrossin stays over at second base. It'll be a 2-out single for Addison Worthman, and the Cornbelters continue to tack on here in the 7th.
We talked about it, how Tyler Thompson potentially got robbed of a hit. Gets it right back with the Sun.
Carter Mize will end Bronco Witt's day. Going to be a pitching change, it looks like, as the infield comes in for the Hoots, who are absolutely stunned. 7-6 now the score. The Cornbelters lead. We'll be back after this pitching change. Noah Jones comes in to the 7th inning now. The Cornbelters have flipped this game on its head. Carter Blakeney pinch running from across and over at second base. Dylan Cody over at first for Worthman at the plate. Max Heineman swings at a first pitch and crushes one deep into left field. You can kiss that ball goodbye. A 3-run shot for Max Heineman. His 6th RBI of the day. And the Cornbelters open up the 7th. It's 10-6.
Belters changed both the runners. Their reward, getting to jog around. Max Heineman have a day. A 3-run double in the 6th inning and a 3-run homer in the 7th. Max Heineman has 6 RBIs. The Hoots have 6 runs.
382 feet. The 3-run homer. Heineman welcomes Noah Jones into the game with the 3-run blast. 10-6 to score, bases empty. And the Cornbelters have done all of this with 2 outs. Eli Keyser steps into the box. Jones fires in a slider that's hit hard to third. Alagna fields it and fires over to first base. On the bag is Josh Connors, who had to make an athletic stretch to get the out. The Cornbelters, 9 runs in the final 2 frames. Max Heineman continues to stay hot. Jackson Stanek keeps this game going. Jonah Roper now has a 4-run cushion when we return in the bottom of the 7th inning. You're listening to Normal Cornbelters Baseball on the Normal Cornbelters YouTube channel. An unbelievable 7th inning. The Cornbelters turn this game on its head. 10-6. Now the score, Jonah Roper comes in to a completely new situation. Now tries to close this game out, but has a cushion to do so.
He went into the dugout hoping he would get a chance to come back out as the Belters trailed by 1. Gets a 4-run cushion.
First pitch is a slider away for ball 1 against William Zera. Zera 0 for 3 today. 1-0. Another slider misses away for ball 2. Blakeney came in at second base to pinch run for McCrossan, and Blakeney was pulled for Parker Heastan, who's the defensive substitute over at third base now. 2-0. Fastball misses low and outside, and it's a 3-0 count now to William Zera.
Good way for the Belters. Move some puzzle pieces around. Get Heastan in the game, a plus defender.
3-0 fastball skips in the dirt. It's a 4-pitch walk for Jonah Roper. Zera's aboard.
Didn't really throw him anything much too competitive.
It's a designated hitter now. Carson Ramos gets ready to go with a runner on first and nobody out. The Hoots still not out of it, a 4-run deficit, but they have 3 outs to work with. Roper looks over to first base, comes home. Fastball misses high for ball 1.
Belters have no one going in the bullpen. This is Jonah Roper's game to close out.
9 pitches for Roper. The 1-0. Fastball catches a piece of the outer half to make it 1-1. Cornbelters probably cognizant of the fact that there is a game 2 to be played here. Another 7 innings after the conclusion of this game. That's ran pretty long, almost 8 o'clock local time. Pickoff attempt by Roper, but Zera dives back in safely.
Man, talk about momentum. 9 runs in the last 2 innings for the Belters. Got to build on that going into the second game.
Belt tie set from Roper, the 1-1. Slider hangs over the middle of the plate, but Ramos watches it go by. It's 1-2. Vogel and Michaels still playing straight up, not as close to the second base bag despite a double play opportunity. The 1-2. Fastball that is looped over to Michaels, flips over to second for 1, on to first. Not in time. Ramos able to beat out the grounder. He'll trade places with Zera, and there's 1 down in the bottom of the 7th.
Weak line drive. Roper seemed like he might be able to get over there himself. Gets by him. Michaels cleans up.
Tried to field his position, but could not do so.
Gonna pinch run for Ramos.
Ramos gives away. Still nobody, now somebody coming out for the Hoots. Number 11, Jaden Glency, has the most stolen bases of this Hoots team, 14. Over there at first base against Max Heineman, who struggled throwing runners out. 5 stolen bases by the Hoots, but I don't think anyone's going to blame him.
The run means nothing. If you're Roper, he can have second base all he wants.
Griffin Brown steps in. First pitch fastball is lifted high and foul over the Hoots dugout.
More so if you're the Belters, you do want to keep Glency at first to maintain the possibility of a double play. But even a home run cuts this lead only in half.
Cornbelters try to get it done here, though. Don't want a dangerous top of the order that could come around for the Hoots. Before the 0-1, Roper tries over at first base. Stanek had to pick it, and so couldn't ply in a tag. It's 1-0 still, 1 out. Runner on first base in Jaden Glency. Small leadoff from the stolen base leader. Now takes a couple more. The pitch home. Fastball fouled off straight back. It's 0-2. Brown is 1 for 3 today, singled in the 5th inning. Now the Cornbelters' middle infield shifts a little bit closer towards the second base bag. Another pickoff attempt by Roper, but this time Glency's all over it. Moves back in safely.
Oliver, the standings look a lot different if the Belters leave here 11-7 versus the 9-7 they come in. 2 wins today, if they can pick them up, could be huge.
0-2 pitch. Breaking ball misses high. Will bring the count to 1-2.
Especially with the Lumber Kings trailing 12-3 in Johnstown.
A tough trip away for any team to go east. Clinton in the thick of it right now could be an important string of games for the Cornbelters. 1-2. Fastball upstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the count now.
They play a doubleheader as well. If the Mill Rats are able to win 2 there, and the Belters able to take both from O'Fallon, it would be 11-5 Clinton and an 11-7 Belters.
Also got to worry about Burlington, who sit above the Cornbelters. The 2-2. Grounded foul down the first base side. Breaking ball in the dirt that Brown just gets a piece of.
Burlington gets the luxury of hosting Alton tonight. They lead 4-2 in the bottom of the second.
12-7 Burlington, 6 straight wins. Got some help from the Cornbelters, who, when Burlington came to town for a doubleheader, they took both. At the plate, though, 2-2, 1 out. Runner on first base is Glency. Here's the pitch home. Breaking ball misses upstairs. It's a full count now. Griffin Brown's worked it all the way back. Roper standing on the first base side of the rubber. Takes a look over at first. Belt tie set. The payoff pitch. Fastball fouled straight back. Heineman not even going to try as it's into the seats. Count remains full. What an exciting game of baseball here at Car Shield Park. The Cornbelters revived themselves with 9 runs in the final 2 frames. Roper looks over at first base, comes set. His 20th pitch, here it is. Fastball called strike 3. Jonah Roper dots the fastball at the knees, and there's 2 down now in the bottom of the 7th.
And you're right, Oliver. The Belters don't want this to get back to the 3-4-5. They have 3 hitters effectively to get this final out before danger bells start going off.
The Cornbelters had 2 outs in the top of the 7th, and they were facing the end of game 1. Well, now the Hoots, almost 20 minutes later, face the same fate. Nick Alagna, the 9-hitter, first pitch. Fastball misses upstairs. Glency's taken off for second. The throw down. Got him! Max Heineman shoots down Jaden Glency, and the Cornbelters with the miraculous comeback to take game 1, 10-6 your final.
Staring death in the face, the Belters come all the way back. Jackson Stanek, 2-run blast in the top of the 7th, puts them back in front. And how about Max Heineman tonight?
Surely the player of the game, Max Heineman. 9 runs by the Cornbelters in the 6th and 7th. The catcher contributes for 6 of them. A bases clearing double to bring the game within 1, and then extends the lead. A 3-run home run in the 7th. I sure hope you're not sick of baseball just yet, because the Cornbelters and the Hoots are set to do it once more in the 7th. There's a discussion between the managers and the umpire, Eric Eggert, I'm assuming, about the start time for game 2. 8:01 your final time here for game 1. The Cornbelters file out of the dugout and get in a handshake line. Game 2 will be underway in approximately 20 to 30 minutes. You can find our stream right here on the Normal Cornbelters YouTube channel. It'll be Leo Romano and Devin Whitson who have your call. But that'll do it for us here at game 1. 9 runs for the Cornbelters. They're able to get it done. For Alex Ferens, Oliver Aurora, we're saying so long. The Cornbelters take down the O'Fallon Hoots 10-6.